Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry that I've been gone for a couple of weeks, but I'm back today with a very exciting video for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing the Fenty foundation by Rihanna. This foundation has been out since September of last year, and it's been the most raved about foundation. It took me a while to get my hands on this because my shade, which is shade 190, was consistently sold out all the time every time I tried to purchase it, but I finally have it and I am so happy. So if you didn't know, this foundation was created by Rihanna, and the reason why she created this foundation is specifically because she wanted to create foundation shades for all skin types. She wanted to create colors that would be perfect for the very lightest of shade to the very darkest of shade. So I think with 40 amazing shades, she definitely did just that, and it's pretty awesome. So I am happy to try this out properly this time. The first time that I tried it out a few weeks ago, it didn't go very well, and upon doing some research I found out the reason why, so I will share with you what I've learned. So without further ado, if you would like to see if this foundation is worth all the hype, then just keep watching. So I'm going to share with you what I learned during my research before trying this on for a second time. So during my research, I learned that this is a pro matte filter foundation. So what that means is that it's going to basically mattify your skin in the areas where you would want to be mattified if you have combination or oily skin. And pro filter means that it's going to give you a really pretty flawless look in photography, particularly with flash photography. So we'll put that to the test later once I have my whole foundation on with my makeup look, so that we can see how it looks in photography. And I will also do a 10 to 12 hour check-in with you guys at the end of the night to see how it wears throughout the day. So a few other things to mention. If you're not sure about your shade, I would recommend for you to go to a Sephora to see if you can get color matched by an actual professional, just to make sure that you do get the shade that you're the most happy with. And one thing to mention too is when you put this on, it does set to a slightly darker color once it has the chance to kind of oxidize against your skin. So just be aware of that. If it's perfect right when you put it on, when it's still wet, chances are it's going to look 1 to 2 shades darker when it actually dries on your skin. So what they recommend is to use a synthetic brush to apply this foundation on with, or to use a wet sponge. Rihanna does have her own synthetic brush and her own sponge, but I didn't pick that up just because I've got a beauty blender and I've got a synthetic brush that I'm super happy with. So for today, I'm gonna do half of my face with a beauty blender and the other half with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, so that we can really put it to the test and see which texture wears and looks better. In order to prep my skin, I did give it a really good wash with my cleanser, and I also exfoliated because I didn't do that last time, and I think that's the mistake I made. In order to further prep my skin, I'm also going to use my Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream Moisturizer. I'm using this one because it's water-based, and since the foundation is water-based, I figured that the two textures were going to complement each other nicely. All right, there we go. So my skin is nice and prepped. So packaging looks like this. Really nice and chic packaging. I absolutely love it. It's very modern, and I am shade 190, by the way, which was one of the light shades in the darkest range, and I am a neutral tone. Bottle looks like this. Super pretty frosted glass, has a plastic cap, and it is a pump applicator, which is super helpful. So it said to use 1 to 2 pumps for a medium to full coverage. So what I'm going to do, this also sets very quickly. So what I will do is do half of my face first with the brush, and then we'll do the other side of my face with the sponge to see how well it upholds, or to see the difference, I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one pump onto the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use my finger to just dot this onto my skin. And I'm not gonna put too much onto my nose because, like I said, it does set quickly and I tend to be drier around my nose area. So we'll go ahead and just leave that and probably just use whatever leftover residue there is on the brush for blending that area. I'll put a little bit under my eyes too, just to see how well it helps with my dark circles, which are particularly bad today. Okay, so going in with my Real Techniques brush, and it said to work from the middle of your face towards the back. So it does seem to be pretty simple to blend this in with the brush. I can definitely feel that it's already pretty much set. It's no longer really blending, it's more dragging the product, but it is not becoming cakey or crusty, which is very nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and come a bit closer so that you guys can see the difference between the two sides. So as you can see, it definitely gave me a pretty flawless finish. It does look quite matte, which is really nice because I am more oily to combination, so I appreciate that. You can see that it took away any discoloration that I had going on. So I am pretty happy with the way that it looks so far. I think it's pretty full coverage. I don't think that I need another pump, but I will go ahead and do the other side now with the sponge, and we will see if at the end if we need more or not. So I'll go ahead and use another pump. And it did actually help with my dark circles, which is really kind of cool. You can definitely see a major difference between the two sides. And this is pretty runny, by the way. I am really impressed with this so far and definitely liking it now as opposed to the last time when I tried it. If you guys have also tried this foundation, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it and what tool you use in order to put it on. Wow, I am actually super impressed. Super impressed. I definitely feel like putting it on with the Beauty Blender was way easier than putting it on with the brush. Because of the moisture from the Beauty Blender, it kept it from getting dry so quickly, and it gave me better control with being able to blend the product in. So I feel like it definitely looks way better on this side as opposed to this side. This side I feel like looks a lot more like skin, whereas this side looks ever so slightly like it's sitting more on the surface of my skin, whereas this looks more like it's settled into my skin, like it's a part of my skin. So I'll come closer so that you guys can see it better. As you can see, the 1 to 2 pumps definitely went a long way with covering up any imperfections, and it actually did a pretty good job with concealing my dark circles too and neutralizing my lids. My lids are always very dark. So I am very happy with the way that this looks. I don't think I'm going to set it because I do want to put to the test just how well it upholds. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So I've gone ahead and done the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to go ahead and wear this look for the rest of the day, and I'm going to check back with you guys closer to the time when I go to bed tonight so that we can see how well this upholds. So stay tuned. Okay, so the time is around 9 o'clock in the evening, and I've been wearing this foundation for about 8 hours now. I'll go ahead and get closer so that you guys can see. It still looks very, very good. I feel like I did definitely get shiny in just my T-zone. But other than that, I feel like it held up pretty good. I feel like the coverage around my nose here did rub off a little bit, which is totally fine. But as you can see, for the most part, the foundation looks exactly the same as it did 8 hours ago when I applied it. So is it a long wearing foundation? Yes. If you have oilier skin like I do you probably have to touch up your T-zone a little bit still? Probably. So just keep that in mind. I do definitely feel confident though that it is really good as a long wear foundation. So you should be good to go if you need to wear this from morning to evening if you are working all day, for example. So earlier today I did take a couple of pictures with flash photography on my phone. I'll insert pictures here so that you guys can see how it looks. My skin just looks absolutely flawless and poreless, and you don't really see any of that bumpy texture on my chin that I tend to have sometimes show up in photos. So I am really happy with the way how it looks. With that being said, my opinion about this foundation has not changed. I am very happy that I purchased it. I am really happy with the way how it applied, most specifically with the Beauty Blender. I feel like the Beauty Blender side definitely did a better job than the one with the brush side did. And like I said earlier, let me know in the comments below if you guys also have this foundation, what you think of it, what you like about it, what you dislike about it. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments below and I would be happy to help you in order for you to have also better success with this foundation, since like I mentioned, I did really dislike it the first time that I tried it on. I really hope that you guys found this video informative and that you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!